Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Zoom. I'm very excited for this Zoom tonight because I have two powerhouse guests on the Zoom here with us. Very fortunate, and that's why I love this game. You know, network marketing brings people together. It brings strangers together and makes them friends, and those friends eventually become family. And that's the beauty about our game. So I am super excited. We had Monica Jimenez lined up to come on, but unfortunately she took ill. I actually spoke to her yesterday and she wasn't sounding too great. So when Alain got hold of me today and he told me the sad news, I said, no problem. What's wrong with you? What about you? We want you. So we got you on here tonight with us. So I'm going to introduce you, Alain. Before I do that, I just want to welcome my co-host, Erica van der Merwe. She's on duty with me tonight. We are very excited, and I said to Erica to join me tonight because my strong point is not this. My strong point is not asking the questions and doing the interview thing. Erica is number one on that list. So I have my backup plan here because you always got to have a plan B in our business. Always have a plan B just in case. So we have a lot of co-hosts that are letting in a lot of people. The waiting room is busy. And I just want to give you a short introduction on Alain Grelle. He is based in Switzerland. He's the executive director, sales for Europe, Russia, Ukraine, and Afghanistan. He's 49 years of age. He's got vast knowledge in network marketing. He's been in network marketing for 16 years. Actually, it's his 17th year now. He's got 3 beautiful children, and he speaks many languages. I've seen Alain in action in the Zooms in Europe, and I am so excited to have Alain with us because I want Alain to share with us as Africans the success story of Europe. The success story of Europe, where they went from $2.5 million a week to $5 million a week. How did they do it, and where we can benefit launching a country? We're launching Southern Africa in a couple of weeks, and the time is right to have that we have these gentlemen on the Zoom here tonight, because knowledge is power, you know, past and future. So, Alain, I'm going to spotlight you with myself and Erica, and I want you to take the floor, and we'll ask you questions as we go.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, okay, it's a spontaneous call here, but honestly, what a pleasure to be here. And I said before when we were chatting with Nick, it was like, guys, this is really an honor for me to be here. Guys, this is not only just a pleasure, it's really an honor. Just to share a little bit of time with you guys. I love the kind of jokes. Nick, yes, I'm responsible for Europe. I'm responsible for CIS. Afghanistan, it's Kazakhstan, but Afghanistan is not that easy at the moment for the business, right? So just like if somebody is looking for the news, but so hey, no, really, what a pleasure here to be here. So I will be open for your question. I don't know if Erica, you're gonna ask me questions. Effectively, you know, Europe, we were booming, we in a momentum. It's luck, it's hard work, it's a lot of things. But I think that, and I'm just gonna switch with that, and Stephane probably gonna talk about that later, is you have one thing in Africa that we don't have in Europe. It's be young and dynamic. You know, Europe is old, guys, right? So if we can do that, guys, with the potential that you have, with everything, with the tools, with the young population, the dynamic population, the people who are ready to travel and to go around the world, you know, who are very more open-minded than we in Europe. Guys, you have everything. It's just up to start, I would say.
Well, Alain, how do you pronounce your name? Is it Alain or Alain?
Okay. So the French version, so my parents are from Belgium, so I'm living in Switzerland. So the people who knows, you know, a little bit of Europe, maybe, you know, okay, Belgium, I'm proud, I'm Belgium, we have a great football team on. You go there for the weekend, you go there for chocolate, for nice beer, but I don't drink alcohol. I don't eat
I
sweets.
love that.
It's not good.
Elike loves
So,
chocolate.
yeah, and the day I will come, I will send you, and I will come with Belgian chocolate for sure. So the thing is, I love to go to Belgium and back, but honestly, to live for the quality, Switzerland is amazing. But my
Oh,
name is Alain Le Grelle, but I always say Alan.
Alain.
It's okay. So it doesn't matter.
Alain. So Alain Le Grelle, right?
Yes,
Alain.
absolutely.
Oh, well, Alain, thank you for your time today. And I want to start off by asking you, a lot is happening with New Age worldwide. And I think if you focus on opening up a specific market, I think one of the traps that I've fallen into is that you can be so focused on one market that you forget that you are actually part of a global organization. And so the opportunities that come with that, if you are globally minded and you like that kind of thing, the opportunities are endless. What are you most excited about what is happening with New Age worldwide, and why is that important for Africa to remember that?
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? It's a very easy answer on that one, because I'm gonna tell you why I joined New Age, or why I joined it 2 years ago, Eric. As you heard, guys, okay, I look a lot younger, huh? Bernard, I look a lot younger. I have 17 years
100%.
business, so smile, Bernard, please. You know, but I put a lot of lights, right? So to lift a little bit. You know, Erica looks like 22. I look like 23, a little bit more. So I have 17 years of experience, and you know, I had in the past I had a great, I'm very thankful for my past experience I did. So I see what is working in network marketing. I saw, yeah, lose him, yeah, but I'm a man, Jimmy. I still don't know how to use it, right? I'm a man. So I would prefer to have one cream, you know, who make deodorant, the sunscreen and everything. So, you know, put me a number on each cream so I know which one I need to start and out. No, really, I know a little bit about skincare. I need to, right? And this is very important. But so coming back a little bit more seriously. So 17 years in this business. So I saw what is working, what is not working. And the most important, when I accepted the engagement to Eric's, because I need to tell you, I was in network marketing. I had a crazy experience, but you know, this job you do it with passion and love. You know, success is something, for me, it's not the most important. It was always, I was in love. I had a purpose, helping leaders to come just to the better version and so on. So there is a purpose driven, otherwise you're just waking from 8 to 5, and it's not my style. So I was not sure to coming back in network marketing, but when Eric's came, I knew the company. It was very small, guys. Normally, officially, I can't say any numbers anymore, right? Because we're a public company. But this company was doing the year before, the year I came, 29 million in 1 year. Okay, so and we closed the year 2020 with 106 million. So you see the gap, 2020. So nice jump, right? So if people don't understand how much, it's almost 4 times your turnover. So maybe you want to have order Glynis. This is like, if today I will multiply it 4.5 times your salary, would you be happy? Smile. Yes, for sure. Okay, so I knew the company, and what I love in this company was, first, they were field driven. Maybe to understand what it was, I want the decision I'm making by the doers. It means the field, that not somewhere in the office in the States, there are people saying, hey, this is how you do it. You're getting the orders and the field is doing that. No, we're in one boat. And when it says, no, this is as we working, I say, okay, this is a nice boat. The second point was very important for me is, how do you deal with products? Are we staying with this type of products the next 50 years? Or are we going to have always an evolution on products, adding products, maybe products going, Erica, you know how it is. You know, the cream that you're using today doesn't mean it's going to be the same cream in 10 years, because we're going to learn other flowers and so on. It's like a perfect, it just changed, right, to the better. And he says, no, we're involving every time new products. We're really learning and getting new products in. I say, okay, amazing. And then the first thing, and this is the most important, this is your question. I said, how do you want to grow? Do you want to grow with the living countries, or you want to give the opportunity to open new markets in the future to your field? And it says, we want to do that. And then it came my question number B, says, but how do you going to invest in a country? And we said, always, if we build a country, we want always from the beginning giving the same service that you have in a success one. Because guys, this is what's happening normally. Yeah, okay, we open a market. But Erica, you open a market with us, but we don't give you money because you're not making money. No, here it's just you're getting the service that another thinks. This is very important. And I just said at that moment, okay, this is it. I'm in love. This is what I need. This is absolutely what I want. And what I love in new business, Erica, you know, I'm more field driven. I'm more the network feeling, right? What I love is when you build a country, guys, is don't wait that it's perfect. We are not perfect, guys. I'm not perfect. We are not, you see, right? We are not perfect. But the most important, you need to have this feeling to be a pioneer. I love what Nick says in the beginning. Your driver need to be, I'm a pioneer. I'm the one. In 20 years, they're going to talk about me. When did you open South Africa? When did you open Africa? I was one of them, guys. We had nothing. You know, hey, this is the thing. Erica van der Leeuwen. The Dutch name, right?
So it is indeed.
I want to know. The one day you were doing a couple of $1 million. The next month, you just jumped. What was the secret there? What happened that caused that enormous jump that we can use here?
Okay, there are a few pillars. Let's say it's on the pillars, because you're gonna have your products, your local products. You have the compensation, and I think there are a few things. First thing is, don't focus too much on the compensation plan, because if you show, I will take the example, Billy Volande, right, who is drinking tea or coffee. Oh, she's looking, say, oh, it's me. Damn it. Yeah, it's high school, but hey, we're not in school. You can drink. Don't smoke, please. So the thing is, the most important thing here is, for me, it's your commitment, but don't strive to sell a product. Don't strive to sell the compensation plan. This is very important, because otherwise only people will come due to the compensation plan. At Volande, you're a beautiful person. Billy, you're a beautiful man. You need that the people are coming for you, for your purpose, your feeling, to say, hey, I don't have a clue about what I'm doing, but I feel it. You know what? I want to be involved with you. You know, so, oh, it's Yolanda, right? Yolanda. Hey, I don't have my glasses, you know, otherwise I look older. So, Yolanda. So the thing is, this is very important. You need to sell. The first thing that you need to do is people will come for you. Okay, you heard it 1,000 times. The second thing is, it's longevity. So please, if you have a plan to build a company, if you want to build, the people need to understand it's work behind that, but they need to, it's like in a fitness center. Bernard, you know, you look very fit, is, okay, it's not because you're going to take a few, you're going to do some squats and everything that your butt and your muscles going to come. This is something, it's a daily routine, and you need to have 1 year plan. People need to understand there is a plan, you know, and a commitment. And then you need your DMOs, daily method of operation. You need an agenda, guys. And not this morning, I'm not ready today, so I'm going to do. No, your training is today, and you do it, right? You don't like it, you do it, and so on. And don't look directly what I'm making as a money, because it's an investment on the future, right? The only thing that you don't have is to invest money. This is the big thing. You know, you can work next to that and build your future on that. And there are different pillars. And then for us in Europe, I must say, we have big leaders. You know, we are very, very, very social media driven. So you need to be prepared to show you on social media. It doesn't mean that you show your private life, but a mix. So you need to show attractivity, that the people start. You need to get value to the people, you know, that the people start to follow you. And one day they're going to see, I'm taking Yolanda or Billy again, saying, hey, I say, I don't know what you're taking, Yolanda, but I want the same as you, right? So, and Billy the same. This is up to that. When I'm closing this topic is 16 years ago, we were selling a product, guys. I see, okay, Nick, we kind of the same generation, so I can say that 16 years ago, we were selling a product, guys. Or more complicated it was, or more expensive it was, right? I take the example, washing machine. Or more buttons there were on the washing machine, or more expensive it was. Guys, I don't know if you look at the washing machine today, there is almost no buttons, and it's even nothing written anymore. There is a picture about a t-shirt, but it's making for stupid guys like we that we can use that, right? There is no mistakes. Maybe you don't believe me that simplicity, this is the thing that you're selling. Has anybody of you a smartphone?
Yes.
Show me, Erica. Okay, look. Yeah, hey, we had this BlackBerry in the past, right? 1,000 buttons. Most expensive. Oh, yeah. So, hey, and now, how much buttons do you have? 0. Simplicity is the key. So you're not selling a product, you're selling a concept. You're selling your relationship, a concept, a weight loss concept, and so on. People want to be added in your fan group and so on. And at the end, I say, Yolanda going to say, Alain, you will be a part of my team? Yes. Okay, next to that, you need to take the drops, the culturics, the things. The products come at the end, not in the beginning anymore. There is no issue about the pricing because you're buying a packages. When I'm paying 200 euros or $200, it's to be with Yolanda, not only for the products, it's to be with Yolanda, with Billy, and the products.
Wow.
I could talk hours about that, guys.
I love this, Alain, because for us in Africa, we have a tribal mindset, right? We do everything together. It's like we have a common vision to see poverty alleviated and give the average person in Africa an opportunity to start a business. That is why we're doing it, you guys. That is the why. And we are blessed to have the best products. We are blessed to have the best compensation plan. But at the end of the day, I want to see people's lives changed, Alain. I want to see them provide for their families, and I want them to be open to new markets that is not limited to their geographical position, right? So I so appreciate your passion and your zeal and just putting it into context for us. It's so big. It's so big, actually, right? It's as big as we are willing to become.
Yeah, Alain, you know what? Our second one.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you talking?
No. Let's go around because I could talk for hours. I'm a friend to you.
Yeah, I really second what Erica said, and thank you for sharing your wisdom, your experience, and giving us some nuggets. I'm sure everybody took value from that. Thank you again for coming onto the Zoom at such short notice. Really, we appreciate it. We look up to you guys up there in Europe, and we are going to do more than you. I'm just telling you.
This is sure of that. And you know what? I don't want to be number one. In Europe, we're number one. If tomorrow you are beating us and we stay where we are and we grow still together, don't forget, there is no concurrence. For me, it would be amazing and a blessing if you would be stronger than us. You know why? Because with that, we would win. Because the thing is, if you're in Europe, and I take Erica in the Europe business, you can say, okay, you're big in Europe, but what is the rest? But if I can tell you, we're big in Europe, but you know what? Our family with Sarah, Jimmy, and we say in Franco, and we say, but my family in Africa is even bigger, guys. You know what it is? It's a win-win situation. There is place for everybody and even stronger. So the only thing I can wait is to be in a global event with you and that I'm learning from you and getting your experience, guys. This is the biggest thing that we can have.
Absolutely. And I can't wait for that day that we actually go to an event and we can all meet each other face to face, But Alain, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for coming on. And I'll call on you again. I'll call on you again when we launch. I'll call on you again.
Yeah, so, Nick, I gave it all. I have nothing anymore to tell. No, I'm joking.
Thanks, Alain. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much. And hey, Stephane, la bise au Canada.
Yeah. I look forward to meet you in person finally after all this time. I can't wait to go to Europe, or maybe you come over.
Oh yes, please. Hey, yeah, this is one thing, guys. Make it happen so I can travel.
There you go.
100%.
Thank you, Alain.
Everyone. Wish you all the best. Really, all the best, and a lot of success. See you very soon,
Thank you so
everyone.
much. Thank you so much. So, at the age of 19, he was running his family's business. Okay. He was renting out boats. He was renting out snowmobiles and ATVs. He discovered network marketing then already, but it didn't work like he thought. So he joined 5 companies, of which 3 of them closed their doors. And the next 16 years was actually quite hard for Stephane. He went around speaking to people. He dropped flyers everywhere. He was talking to people in coffee shops. He was placing online adverts. He was doing all those things that we do. We do when you don't know what to do, you were doing that, right? That was totally out of his comfort zone because he's actually a shy guy, he says. A shy guy, introvert. I don't believe that. But anyway, that was completely out of his comfort zone, right? So until, guess what? He teamed up with a guy we had on last night, Tim Sales. He teamed up with Tim Sales and he learned a few simple skills. And he soon climbed the ladder very, very quickly. He achieved top ranks in Oryx. His wife, Claudia, then joined him. And today they're doing it as a full-time job. You know, together they're a powerful couple. They earned an elite award in Oryx in their first year. They opened up South Korea, one of the fastest growing teams in Europe. And yeah, I got it all written down here because I don't want to make mistakes. This is an amazing story. He helped launch Canada. He recently actually earned the Vision Award. And today, Stephane and Claudia live in the mountains of Quebec in Canada. 3 lovely daughters. He loves to travel. They love the outdoors. And they love what's important, the good life that New Age is giving to them. And that's where we're going to be. Because we're launching soon, and we're also going to do what he does. So, Stephane, the floor is yours, mate.
All right. Hey, thank you for having me on. So exciting just to be in that environment of just pre-launching a market. It reminds me of the days where it was just a concept. It was just an idea. And actually, at the time, you mentioned Tim Sales. So I reached out to Tim years before New Age. And actually, what happened at that time is I was struggling in the business. I had joined a couple companies, 16 years, like you said, not much results. And I was losing faith in my own ability to make it happen. And I understood that. And I said, okay, if I don't trust me, if I don't have confidence in my ability to do it, I got to put my confidence in someone I believe in. And that was Tim. I reached out to him and I said, can you sponsor me? He was retired. He was making millions, retired, not building the business. And I said, don't do presentations or anything for me. Just tell me what to do. I'll go do it. And he accepted. And I followed his lead and I started to get results. I started to climb the ranks. And one day I received this phone call. And because I left him a message just to touch base with him. He calls me back and says, so Tim, what's up? What's happening in your life? What's exciting? He says, well, Stephane, I got to tell you something. I'm actually coming out of retirement and I'm going to be billing again. I said, all right, we're going to work together. He says, well, I got to tell you something. It's another company. I said, oh no, are you serious? Like finally, after all these years, I'm finally having success. And I have to start all over again with a new company? No way, my wife is going to kill me. But I joined, and that was RX in 2011, in the summer of 2011. And at the time, I remember I said, I just drilling him on questions. So, okay, so what's the name of the company? So it's going to be RX. Okay, I don't know what that means, but anyway, all right, it's good. All right, RX. And what are the products? He said, well, they are being manufactured right now, so I don't know what they are, but they're some kind of supplements, things like that. So okay, so all right. So what's the comp plan? He says, well, Fred Cooper drew it on a circle, yeah, like all the circles on a piece of paper in a napkin, basically in the restaurant. He says, so I can't tell you. He said, okay, what's the website? This is, well, there's no website yet. So I said, okay, what am I supposed to do? He says, recruit people. I said, but what am I supposed to tell them? He said, well, just tell them we're so new, we have nothing. Are you kidding me? And so that's how we got started. Really, we had nothing, really nothing. So what do you do when you start like that? Is you share the vision. That's what you do. You share the vision of what this company is all about, why the owners created their company. What was their vision? Why did they want to do that? How different would it be? And so we were sharing the Bill of Rights. That's probably all we had, right? We had a Bill of Rights. We had the owners that had experience before, that built this company successfully before. They were starting their new company because they wanted to create a company with integrity, ethic, like all of that. And they would have amazing products, a fantastic comp plan. We had nothing else. And that's what we sold. And so that's what you need to look at is when, you know, when you're beginning is try, like Alain was telling earlier, is you sell yourself. Well, you sell yourself through the vision. And how do you sell yourself is your enthusiasm for what you're promoting. Like, is it, oh yeah, we're like kind of starting a new company. I hope it works. That's not going to work, right? So you really sell your passion for what you just learned. We're going to build something big. It's going to be great. Now, here's the advantage that you guys have right now is we have proof. We have proof from other markets. And that's why these guys brought in Alain, because he's sharing what they've done over there, and we're going to repeat it. And I've seen it over the years. We've seen it in South Africa. We've seen it, not in South Africa, South Korea. We've seen it in Canada. We opened the market a few years ago. And so now we're basically telling the story of what we've accomplished everywhere, also with the vision of what this company is all about. So it was a fun journey just to start, but it's exciting. This is the time where, for me, when I was starting, and I know you guys is the same, it's like, I got to run with this. I got to run quickly because there's going to be other people who may run faster than me. And so I got to catch up with everybody. I got to, be in the game and be out there and recruit as much as I can. And so that's the feeling I had. I didn't want to miss the boat. I just didn't want to miss the boat. And for the first time in my life, after all these years struggling in the business, that I was in an opportunity where I could finally take my place, plant my flag, and say, this is my home. I'm going to run with this thing. And that's what I did. And so that's how we got started. So I can share some maybe of the mindsets that it takes. I don't know if you guys had some questions for me, but I can maybe share some of those also. Yeah, Erika, you're unmuted, so go ahead.
Yeah, I love that, Stephane, because you can either focus on what you do not have, or you can focus on what you do have. But here's the nugget that I believe, whatever you focus on, that is what will develop. So you have to focus on what you do have, and even if it's only you, then you work with you, right? But you have to develop. But Stephane, talk to us about the importance of building a team and the mindset around opening up a new market, that you don't do it alone, you build a team. Can you share a little bit of your journey with that?
Yes, of course. So just like a couple of years ago, actually, it's going to be 3 years this coming fall that they announced they were officially finally opening Canada. And so my wife said, I mean, come on, we got to build here. We built everywhere else. Like, we have to build in Canada. And so we had just a couple people, I would say maybe 3-4 people that were with us that we were building elsewhere. And so we said, okay, we got to build. So you start by yourself, getting into action. and being committed and being there every single day. You're just, working on your business. And so it started with you, but it starts with you being bold about what you have, being serious. Like, there were people calling me with other opportunities, and I was telling them, I said, hey, fantastic, it looks like you love what you're doing. That's great. I love it too. Watch out, this company is coming. Watch out. I'm telling you, like, in a year, 2 years from now, you're going to look back and say, wow, I talked to the guy who was starting to open the market. Well, this is where we're going. So I was sharing that vision with the highest level of confidence you can think of. Okay, so that's called certainty. For a fact, it's a done deal. It's just the date hasn't showed up yet. Okay, that's all it is. That's all it is. And so if you talk like that and you have that confidence, it conveys, like, people buy that. And truthfully, you would think, well, he's just a liar because he doesn't know. No, I knew because I had the reins. I was going to make it happen no matter what. And so all of you have that same power. Because when you really think about this, like, how crazy the human body, the human brain, like how advanced we are. We are the highest, the best biotechnology piece of equipment ever created. And you guys are breathing every single day. Can you think of how much blood is pumping through your veins? You don't even think about it, right? So don't come up and say, well, I don't know if I can convey that vision. I'm not that powerful. You're the most powerful creature on the planet. So it starts with you. It starts with, what you believe that you can do. Now, of course, you got to feed yourself with good stuff, right? And so I was reading books, attending events, and, surrounding myself with people who have that vision, just like you are today, right? You're here on a webinar with people who have this conscious that is higher, and they want to pursue these goals, and they move forward. So that's what you need to do. That's where it starts. So it starts with that. And then once you get a couple people on board and they're starting to get results, a little bit of results doesn't matter. You feature them, you take them and you talk about them and their results. And now you're getting a couple more people getting involved, and now you feature more and you start to edify your people. And basically what happens is now you start a movement, because now it's not just you getting results, it's your people starting to get results. And now people start to believe in the process, start to believe in the system. And then they're asking them, what are you guys doing? And when they share what they're doing, everybody's saying the same thing. Guess what? They say, well, I got to do this. And because they're doing it, they produce results. And now you just get a team on board, right? So that's all. That's how it starts.
Powerful stuff. And this is a movement. This is a movement, and we're all part of it. Thank you for sharing that, Stephane. And tell us a little bit about where you are today, Stephane. Where's your business today? I mean, it was humble beginnings for you.
Yeah. So we built, we joined, we didn't have Canada, and they didn't tell us that we would open Canada. So just like you said, Erica, earlier, is you count on you, and that's it, right? And so that's enough. Well, that's what we did, is we said, okay, no Canada. So what do? I built elsewhere. So I built in the US. I had sponsored people in Mexico, in Australia, Asia. We opened South Korea, then Europe. They said, hey, we're starting to build in Europe. I thought, well, I'm the only one who speaks French in the whole company. I better sponsor someone in France. So that's what we did. So we started to build in other markets. So where we are, here's what I'll do. I'll share my screen with you just a moment. If you guys just allow me to share screen. And I'll just bring you to one of the stories. I'm just going to fast forward to this place. Let me check here as you're giving me permission. And all right, so I'll be there. Okay, let me do this. And Here you go. And I'll just go slideshow this one. Okay, just to talk about one point, and that'll bring us to where we are today, okay? But this one here is eliminate doubts. That's one of the principles, right? In creating success, is the mindset you need to have is you don't want to have any doubts in your mind because that's going to destroy you, right? So you want to eliminate doubts. Now, in this picture, there's this guy who's looking down. Well, this guy was a huge leader in network marketing. I kind of blurred his picture. His name is taken out because I don't want to, put him in the highlight here because this guy was a big deal in RX. When he joined, RX did a press conference. It was, wow, the red carpet. I mean, he came over, he made millions in the business. So of course, you do that so that everybody benefits. They can see, wow, this guy is on board. So it brings confidence, right? If this guy is on board, this makes a lot of sense. Well, he was in the business. I was the little guy. I didn't have much success. The biggest income I've ever made in network marketing was in 1 month, $3,000. But that was after years and years, right? And so when I joined RX, I'm a nobody, but he joined in. And so he's the main guy. He's doing the events and everything. And I was teaching some online stuff. And that's why you saw him in the previous picture. He was just learning what I was doing online. And next thing you know is here's what happened. Like you see, it's September 2011. That's when he joined. And then a few months, like in November, a year later, 2012, and by the way, I'm just going to stop this real quick. What I'm doing there, and all of you should do that, is start to write down your journey, all right? On paper, in your computer, doesn't matter. Just write down your journey as you're progressing. It's going to do two things. Number one is it's going to serve you later on, right? Where you can go back and tell all the things you've been through, right? All the things that happened in your career. But also it tells your mind that you're going to make it, because why would you write this down? Yeah, you're just telling your story because later you're going to use it to tell all kinds of things. So I'm just going to share one little tidbit of my journey. And this is what I wrote on that day. Okay, so this is what happened. The past week was my lowest. The past week was my lowest in several months. Only 1,000 in volume points in my pay line. All right, we'll make it happen. So only 1,000 volume points in my pay line. And I had been in the business for a year now. Okay, so Steve Swartz, he's one of the leaders in RX, told me that 3 weeks ago, the number of new reps in RX across the US was 27 that week. The following week, 26, and last week, 30. The progression is completely neutral. It's not growing. Rather than looking at it negatively, I tell myself that I don't have much to do to break all the records. My team could be the best performing in all of the US. You see the mindset? Now, here's what happened. That guy in the picture, he was on the Partners Council. I was too on the Partners Council at that time. And the company shared with us, hey guys, we need to get things going. Things are not going well. It's not growing. Sales are down. So they shared those things with us. So guess what happened? That guy, he quit. That guy quit. But that little guy from a little province up in Quebec, Canada, he kept going. And here's what happened. A couple of years later, you see, that was in 2019. So I fast forwarded quite a number of years, but still in 2019, we were #1 power ranker in all the region, which was Canada, US, Mexico, and Australia combined. So you know me now, you heard the story, so I'm not here to brag, okay? Because you know that every single one of you can do that or more, all right? But I'm sharing this so that doubts is killer. it destroys people. And so whenever you face a situation, whenever you face a bad situation, always know that there's another positive side to it. There's something to learn from it. And that's what I looked at that situation is I thought, well, this guy left. Man, you can't go deeper. I can just build bigger. I can do it better. And so, and I thought, well, if there's 27 people joining in 1 week in the entire US, like I can probably, you know, sponsor 5 people and I'm going to represent 20% of the whole company, you know, of the growth that week, right? So that's what you do. That's what you look, you know, when there's challenges. And that where it took us is right there. Is we became Vision Award in 2019, top power ranker in that region. And, you know, there's other people that passed us last week, last year. Hey, fine. That's, I think the same as Alain. There's room for everybody. We're all going to have the one spot one day. Doesn't matter, right? Because what counts is not that we're number one. It's that we achieve our own goals. Doesn't matter. My goal is not to be number one. My goal is to achieve my goals, right? To travel, to have fun, to spend time with our family, to do all of these things. And so one day it'll be us, number one. One day it'll be Erica, it'll be Nick, it'll be like, you'll all have your chance, your turn. But the thing is, stay the course, eliminate the doubts, focus on where you're going, and share that vision with passion. Guess what's going to happen? People are going to start to embrace that. They're going to start to believe you, right? And that's what you need to convey. So, Erica, I don't know if that answers your question, but
you did answer it. And I think doubt and fear, they feed on each other, right, Stephane? And I think in my own journey, sometimes if I give into that, it leads to passivity. Like, oh, then I'm not going to do anything because I'm fearful. And I just think if you get to that place, I hope and pray today that maybe today's conversation will just remind you that if you go into that space where it leads you into passivity, you need to tell yourself you're in the wrong space. Get out of passivity into activity. You are in an amazing company, a divine opportunity in a market that needs you to show up. The Africa needs you to show up today. Just switch on the news. They need you to show up and just share, like Tam says, hope, trust, and a plan. My gosh, I'm going to mute Tam. I see you've been spotlighted. I'm sure you have something to say too.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Stephane, I actually brought Tammy on for a reason, because Tammy's also been in the business for 7 years. She's got a wealth of knowledge. And I want Tammy to also share and ask you a couple of questions, because Tammy, the health, hope, and a dream, that's what you say, Tam?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Let me try and do that quickly. Let's make a...
Yeah, Tammy, I
Can
know
you hear
Tammy.
me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. First of all, let me just say, Stephane, you are such a rock star in my book. I remember when I jumped into RX and you were one of the very first people that came into our Zooms with Africa, and you lit us on fire, and Africa came to watch us burn. And you had, you know, just first of all, thank you, because you had no financial invested interest to come and help us. But it says a lot about who you are, and it says a lot about what you've walked through. And I love your story. You are pure inspiration. You and your wife and your beautiful daughters. Thank you so much for blazing that path and never giving up, because today you're now able to influence and encourage so many people. Yes, yes, yes. Is that not what we love? I mean, it's one of the best things about what we get to do every single day. But I did want to say one thing. I love what you talked about with fear. And sometimes people give it the acronym false evidence appearing real. And I just want to encourage, sometimes fear is real evidence appearing real, you know, and you still have to show up. And there are things in life that really are true challenges. And there are circumstances in your family or your health or your country of what Africa is walking through right now. But, you know, we are bearers of hope. We have hope, trust, and a plan for people to get them to where they want to be. And, you know, we're bearers of hope. That means we carry hope every time we have the opportunity to talk about our business, to talk about better health, to talk about a beautiful community. We're those people. We are those people. And when my feet hit the ground in the morning, I say in my quiet time, I am that person. Today, I'm going to choose to be a bearer of hope in every circumstance. In fact, I make a decision before. I make a decision before the day begins, my mindset. And you talked about that, Stephane, your mindset. And I love this very, very simple quote, and I think about it often. If you think you can't, if you think you can, you're right. Whatever you believe, that's how powerful belief is. Belief is the story we tell ourselves about what's happening to our lives. And so your story that you told yourself was, instead of being the little team on the out in the back nines, you said, hey, listen, you know, first base, second base, third base is open. We're coming in.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what, that is mindset. That is the belief of the story you told yourself was not that we are small, but that the opportunity is so big. And that if we would apply energy, focus, determination, tenacity, we would have the ability to become where you are right now in North America. I mean, it's just a tremendous story. And I love your story because it's real. And I think a lot of us get started in this business. It takes a while to get going. We get a lot more no's than we get yeses. And we can become distracted, disattracted. That's what distracted really means. You become disattracted to the thing that you know you're supposed to be after. And when we get disattracted, we get into all kinds of paralyzing thinking. And so I love your word today. Thank you so much for sharing. This is a beautiful team. South Africa is killing it. I don't even know how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of reps that are ready to run as soon as that button is pushed. But we do know that we are in the transformation business. So anyway, hope, trust, and a plan. We're so grateful. Thank you so much for being on today.
You see why I brought Tammy on? You see why I brought Tammy on? I knew exactly what I was doing because she hit the nail on the head right there. Yeah, Stephane, absolutely. You know, and I want to just say for those new people on here that got invited and those that are in the business, you know, we the majority of us have been with the company for just over a year. So there's a lot of things that people must learn, and this is how you learn, you know, from people like we have on the Zoom here tonight, and take that knowledge now and apply it, because network marketing, our business, is the easiest business. You don't have to sit here and do a Zoom. Eventually you will. There are others that will do it for you. All you need to do is bring the power. We will put them in, and that's what our business is all about. You're at the top of your business every single time. And the advantage that we have is the African continent. You know, yes. Stephane mentioned South Korea, Mexico, Europe. He's gone everywhere. Where do we have to go? We stay right here on this continent. We have it all at our fingertips. So the position we're in is the best position. The pre-launch position we're in is the best position. And the advice that I can give everybody is, until we launch, which is not long, don't ask when, don't worry about that. It's not going to be long. We've been waiting 18 months. You know, no, let me rather not say that. But another couple of weeks, I promise you, let's go out there, let's bless people, let's tell them to lock their spots, let's do all that, and let everybody else get them on the Zooms, because the Zooms is what's going to teach people, train people, and at the end of the day, we'll be winners, all of us. So Stephane, last word from you, and then I'll ask Erica to close out.
Well, I know you are facing these challenges, right? You don't have the products, you can't make the money yet. Like there's all of these things happening, and it's part of the process. But the thing is, there will be other challenges, right? So what you're doing now is you're building yourself up to prepare yourself for other type of challenges, and so they will happen. It's okay. Now, of course, we're going to have a nice day, very, coming up soon, because we're going to, start to have the products and all of that. But just know that there will be challenges. So how you react to them is what's going to make the difference. And so every time there's a challenge, ask yourself, what would Fred Cooper, the chairperson of the board of the company, what would they do if they were facing that challenge? Mm-hmm. Like when someone tells me, oh, their order is late, what would Fred Cooper do? Would he just quit? Mm-hmm. No, he can't quit, right? There's this whole company and so many people counting on him. So think like that. Think like you are the owner of this company, and then you can't fail because you're going to do what's right. What would the owner of the company do? Because you truly are the owner of your own company. So go make it happen, take ownership. You know what to do. Like Nick said, plug into the webinars. Why? Because these webinars, these Zoom is your fuel. Even the best cell phone in the world, you talked about cell phones earlier, even the best cell phone in the world sometimes needs a charge. And so this is your charge. Plug in. Thank you for having me on. So happy to be here, and I'll be happy to come back whenever you need.
Wow.
You can count
Stephane, thank you. You are such an encourager. Thank you for the power source that you were for everybody on this call today. And we just send all that power back to you, Stephane, and to your team as well. May it just be multiplied for you 30, 60, 90, 100-fold. All the seed that you sow in other teams, may you reap that harvest in your own team too. Guys, I want to end this call. What a powerful 54 minutes we have had together. And I know you are like me. We've been invigorated, encouraged, and ready to run. And I just want to share something with you that I started my day with on Brent Palmer's Coach's Corner. And he said, lead with your feet, not with your words. Put your tongue in your shoes and not in your mouth. And I just encourage you as we finish off this week, may we be the real deal, the real leaders that we are called to be. May we lead by example, run the race, run it hard, and love well in the process. Love South Africa, love everybody. Hope you have an awesome, awesome evening. Thanks, Nikki. You were awesome.
I just want to close quickly. Sorry. I just want to remind everybody on the call here, we've got Cameron Bott on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So let's see you all on that Zoom. Cameron will be on. And I just want to thank Jared Brown also. He's also on this call. So thanks for joining, Jared. Thank you, guys. Thanks to everybody. Thank you, Tam. Thank you, Stephane. Thank you, Alain. God bless everybody. Take care.